Eufy E340 versus Eufy S330. Straight up, these aren't really the same product, and that's where most people get the call wrong. One is built to watch your front door and actually catch the package on the porch. The other is made to cover ground, the driveway, the yard, the side of the house. So if your headache is missed deliveries and visitors at the door, one of these fits clean. If you want a wider eye on the property with sharper zoom, the other's the smarter buy. Both linked below in the description. Coverage and best use case. The E340 is a doorbell. Its whole job is the front door. And that second downward camera exists for one reason, to show you the package sitting on your porch even when the delivery guy walks out of frame. Head-to-toe view up top, parcel cam down below. That's it. That's the pitch. And honestly, it nails the niche.
The S330 plays a completely different game. It's an outdoor camera you bolt to an eave, a corner of the garage, or a gable, and it watches a wider chunk of your property. Driveway, side yard, back deck, the spot where your trash cans live. You're not getting a doorbell experience here. You're getting perimeter coverage with solar power baked in.
So before you even compare specs, the question is, what hurts more? Missing porch deliveries or not seeing the rest of the property? If it's the porch, the doorbell wins by default. If it's the yard, the doorbell can't even reach.
Video detail and framing. Both look sharp on a phone screen, but they're built for different distances. The E340 runs 2K and frames the visitor head to toe, which is exactly what you want at arm's length from the door. Faces are clear, packages are obvious, and the dual camera split feed is genuinely useful when you're checking what got dropped off. The S330 jumps to 4K, and that resolution earns its keep when you're zooming. There's a review I keep coming back to where the owner replaced Arlo cams with these and called the image crisper, but flagged that the 8x zoom only works on live view, not on recorded clips. And that's a real annoyance if you're trying to read a license plate after the fact. Workaround exists, but it's clunky. For pure detail at distance, the S330 still pulls ahead. For close-range clarity at the door, the E340 is plenty. Power, installation, and compatibility. The E340 gives you the choice. Battery or hardwire to your existing 16 to 24 volt doorbell wires. Hardwire is the move because it keeps the battery topped up and your interior chime ringing. Folks have flagged some older transformers needing an upgrade, and a few mentioned the doorbell running warm in direct sun, with one owner in Hawaii hitting overheat warnings. Worth knowing if your front door bakes all afternoon. The S330 is wireless with an integrated solar panel, and that's the headline. 2 hours of daylight a day, and most people report it just stays charged forever. One owner with the camera tucked under a porch with barely any direct sun still kept it topped up off ambient light. That's the dream for a camera you don't want to babysit. The catch, you need a Homebase 3, which adds to the upfront cost if you don't already own one. Detection accuracy and smart alerts. This is where both products show their bumps. The E340's package detection is the standout. It knows when a box arrives, when it's been moved, and when it's been forgotten. Real time saver. But the motion zones are a recurring complaint. Multiple owners describe setting custom zones to ignore the street and still getting pinged every time a car rolls by. Tweakable, but not perfect out of the box. The S330 leans on bionic mind facial recognition, which learns who's family and who isn't. When it works, you get notifications by name, which feels like the future. When it doesn't, mostly at night or with pets, accuracy drops noticeably. High sensitivity also means you'll be retraining it for a week before it stops crying wolf at every shadow. Night vision and low light performance. Both deliver color night vision and both look solid up close. The E340's dual light system is genuinely impressive on the porch, out to about 16 feet. The S330's starlight sensor reaches further into the yard, but loses some AI accuracy in the dark. For close-range door watching, the E340 is cleaner. For wider yard coverage at night, the S330 reaches further, even if the smarts soften. Storage, privacy, and ecosystem expandability. The E340 ships with 8 gigs built in. Plug it in, done. No hub needed. Simple if it's your only camera. Pair it with a Homebase later, and you unlock the bigger ecosystem. The S330 requires the Homebase 3, which comes with 16 gigs and a SATA slot for a 2.5-inch drive up to 16 terabytes. One owner dropped in a 2 terabyte SSD and calculated roughly 15 years of recordings before filling it. That's the kind of headroom that makes monthly fees look ridiculous. If you're planning to scale to 4, 6, 8 cameras across the property, the S330 architecture is built for it. Price and long-term value. Both sit in a similar range per unit, with the S330 typically asking a bit more. And remember, it really wants the Homebase to function as a full system. The E340 is more of a plug-and-play single purchase. Neither one charges you a subscription, ever, which over a couple of years quietly pays for the hardware itself. The E340 tends to see steeper discounts during big sale events. The S330 holds its price more steadily.
Here's the call.
There's no single winner here, and I won't fake one. These solve different problems. The E340 owns the porch. The S330 owns the perimeter. Pick by the headache, not the spec sheet. If your pain is missed deliveries, blurry visitors, or porch theft, the E340 is the buy. That dual-camera head-to-toe plus parcel view is exactly what a front door needs. And the built-in storage means you're done after one install. If you're watching the driveway, the yard, or planning to scale to multiple cameras across the property, the S330 with Homebase 3 is the smarter long play. Solar power, 4K detail, and storage headroom that makes subscriptions look silly. The E340 tends to see steeper drops during big sale events. Worth the wait if you can. And you, which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Both linked below in the description.